What up, bro cards? What up, ho cards? No disrespect to women, no disrespect to Winston. I wanted to talk about my history on YouTube. Some people have kind of requested it in the comments. Other people have been like, oh, has this person made content longer than 3 weeks? Because if you look back on my channel, I've only been around on this channel for 3 weeks. For those of you who've been around since the beginning, you already know that I've been around for 2 years. For everyone that's new, this is the history of me on YouTube. So my channel started in 2016 when I first traveled outside of the US after high school. High school had just finished. A couple of friends and I were planning on going out on a trip. It ended up only being me and one other friend that went on that trip. So I just wanted to film and show my dad what I was doing every single day. It's kind of a weird reason to start a YouTube channel, but I started off because I had a reason to make videos and I wanted my dad to see what I was doing every single day. So I basically made a YouTube channel because of my dad. Shout out to my dad. After uploading every day for about 3 weeks, I had 17 subscribers. The trip ended. I finally flew home and I wanted to keep making videos. I was only getting like 15 to 35 views per video, but it was kind of worth it. I think the most I got was like 100, and it was just exciting to be like in a place where I'm starting off and some people are finally watching my work. I reached a point where I got home and I started just making content that wasn't really on anything. I'd just be in my house doing stupid things. This was like 2 years ago, so I was a little bit younger, just not doing anything really productive. I was just walking around my house filming things and uploading it daily. No one was really watching, but some people would find it, hate on it because it wasn't the best content, and that carried on for a little bit. And then as I continued to create content, I started to branch out and make different types of content, like content on clothing, content on golf swing, because I was very into golf swing at that time. I started to get people requesting me to make videos on golf wing, like do a room tour, seeing my room behind me as I made those videos in my house. This one video that I ended up making was a clothing collection video where I went through my closet back there, and that video kind of blew up. After about a year or so, it was around like 80,000 views, which is pretty good for a really small YouTuber. I just didn't like how awkward I was, so I never really liked that video. I never really stood by it. I wasn't really proud of it. I remember before my first channel got deleted, I was watching that video and I was actually cringing and like feeling anxious on how cringy I used to be. I used to not be able to know how to talk to a camera. I used to not know what I was doing on a camera, and it was just terrible. I made some more content like fit videos with the polka dot golf swing stuff, as well as some shoe unboxings that also kind of blew up. So after about 3 to 6 months after creating my channel, it was kind of going somewhere. I was kind of starting to get some subscribers. I remember this one video where I uploaded a shoe review for the Golf Wing, Tyler the Creator fashion show shoes that he sent out, and that kind of blew me up to about 10,000 subscribers, so that was really cool. With my newfound audience, I tried different content, like vlogs where I had Instagram followers decide what I do. I actually saw someone else make that video and like have it blow up way more than mine did. But I never really was professional about my content. I never really put my heart into it to the point where I really made an attempt to make it quality, to make it watchable. I was kind of just banging around hoping I would strike gold again, strike a somewhat viral video. I also tried different content out where I would go to scary places, and one of my viewers that's in a video mentions that video will be up here somewhere. Yeah, I tried out these different things, like where it was like a BuzzFeed Unsolved type video, and I think it was interesting because it was just like a bunch of teenage boys going around acting crazy in some scary places. I should probably revive that actually, because we could do a way better job now. Anyways, time kept passing by. I was around 20,000, 25,000 subscribers maybe. I still wasn't that comfortable in my content. I still was just doing the same thing, just trying, but not really putting that much effort into making the best content possible. And then something happened. Kyra TV and PAQ were hosting this big event with Highsnobiety, Abidi, where they have the best dressed YouTuber on the platform. Because there were different categories, I was actually asked to be in the lightweight category. So yeah, thank you to Kyra TV and PAQ. Thank you to all the PAQ boys. I actually really appreciate you guys. I really mess with you guys heavy. Thank you so much for featuring me, because this feature actually really blew me up after everything else had done, and after my channel was kind of just stagnant, just whatever, staying the same. See, I was at a point where I wasn't really creating great content. I was just creating passable content, so I guess some of my viewers would stay. I wasn't really gaining any new viewers. After this feature, I really wanted to take more time and effort to make way better content, knowing that people were watching me now, knowing that there were a lot of people clicking on my channel, wanting to see my content. deciding whether or not they should subscribe to my channel. So I really took time to step back and really focus on everything. Really focus on my content, really focus on the type of content, my personality, my ability to speak to a camera, to tell a story. I was kind of getting to a place where everything seemed to be looking up, because even though I wasn't proud of all the content I had up before, I was really excited to be creating new content and have the viewers viewing me see that new content. With the stroke of luck I was going through, I actually happened to have a friend, or someone who I thought was a friend, deciding that they were going to move to Los Angeles. They were a musician, so they were going to move here, and I was going to kind of make videos with them every day, kind of try to help expose them to more people, to see if they kind of grow as a musician, number wise, exposure wise. So that was really exciting. He asked me to move in with him. The whole agreement was kind of loose, but the whole thing was I was going to move in with him. I was going to help him move in. I was going to pick him up from the airport. Me and Chris knew him, so me and Chris were kind of friends with him at the time, so it was going to be cool. Just as a little recap of my channel, because it might seem like I'm getting off topic, I was in a place where I had some viewers now. I had people watching me. I had people wanting to see me create content, because I think they were able to connect with me off the PAQ feature. Me being in this place where I kind of needed to create content to keep going, I had someone moving from out of the country to here, which would be really cool content to showcase and really cool content to create within, a really cool circumstance to create content in. The only little problem I did have was money kind of being tight. YouTube was my only job at the time, because I was actually making enough to live off of it for a little while. I was making enough to where I didn't have to have a job anywhere else, but I still needed a little bit more money. And that's when these shoe reviews came in. These counterfeit shoe companies started reaching out to me. I don't know where they found me. It might have been off all the exposure I was getting. They started finding me and reaching out to me, asking me to make videos for them. They offered pretty good money. So me seeing people around, one of the, not to call them out or anything, one of the other contestants in the PAQ Best Dressed YouTuber thing also had a lot of videos featuring counterfeit products. So it didn't seem like it was against any rules or anything to make the same video that I've seen other people make. I offered to do 3, but I didn't want to do any more past that. I made these 3 videos, I had the money, and I was able to move in. The person landed, we moved into the place, and it's actually in West Hollywood. I don't know if you guys know, but it's a pretty terrible place to own a car in, unless you have a garage. We didn't have a garage, so I always had to fight with the signs all around. I always had to move my car at 4 in the morning, 6 a.m. just so I wouldn't have it towed. But there were times where I overslept through my alarm, or my alarm didn't go off at all, and I got my car towed twice. It was kind of my fault. I should have been able to wake up on time. The first time I actually woke up at 7:08, and your car gets towed at 7 if you don't move it. So as I came out, I saw my car being pulled away, and that was pretty terrible. And this entire time I was able to create content, and even though I had my car being towed, I was still able to help out with groceries. I was still kind of able to help out a little bit. I was never really asked to give a payment right away, so it was pretty chill, pretty calm with that whole situation with rent and him and everything. It wasn't until I uploaded the 3rd and final replica shoe review that things started going south with me and the person. 2 days after I uploaded that shoe review, my channel got deleted. I remember just coming home after filming. I came into the back little room I had at that house. I sat down on my desk, I opened my computer, and I saw an email saying, "Your channel has received a strike for something for violating community guidelines." So I was like, oh fuck, I probably just got a little strike, but I'll be careful. I'm not gonna try to lose my channel over this. I go to visit my channel to see the status of it, and it says this channel has been terminated due to counterfeit claims, something like that. And this was actually one of the worst things in the 19 years of my life, to lose that income, to lose that job, to lose that platform, everything I've been working for 2 years, just completely gone. It was pretty terrible. YouTube just saw me mess up, snapped their fingers, and my channel ceased to exist. In this hard time, I was really depressed. I was really bummed out, wow, I actually just lost my entire platform. It was really hard to accept it at first, and then it just hit a truck hitting me. It was pretty terrible. Then this person who I thought was my good friend called me the next morning and said, hey, if you're not going to be able to pay rent this month, because he knew that YouTube was my only income, he said, hey, if you're not going to be able to pay rent this month, can you not sleep here? Can you move your stuff out? And me being in like a very weak place, a very terrible place where I just lost everything, to have someone call me and say, hey, move your stuff out, you can still sleep on the couch if you want, but someone else is moving in to take your spot. Like, I'm not, that's a terrible feeling to have. Like, I'm not going to be happy about that. Like, that's just horrible. Also, I don't want anyone to go out and attack this person if you know who it is, because people who were like around when this whole thing was happening probably do know who I'm talking about, but I'm not making this to have you guys hate on him, to have anyone go hate on him. I'm just telling the story of my channel, and like, this was a really big part of my channel and everything being deleted and me kind of losing support from someone who I thought like would be there to support me. He claimed like it's all about money, and like if I can't pay, then he's gonna have someone else pay. And that makes sense. It's just like a really shitty thing to do to someone after they lose their channel. Like, after I tried to help him out so much, like the 3 weeks that I was making content with him. So now I was back home, no channel, pretty depressed, feeling like everything was pointless. A lot of the relationships around me were crumbling, and I actually was like at a point where I didn't want to be alive. It was a pretty dark place for me. A little bit more time passed. I was trying to feel better about everything. And then I realized I did have this second channel. I had this channel where I uploaded this Minecraft parody song that me and my friends made. It was like unlisted, I think, or it was just like on. I never promoted it, but some people found it and some people were subscribed to that channel. So I decided to use that channel to upload the new content I was going to be making. It had about 800 subscribers from the people that actually found the Minecraft music video. So like, it was a good place to grow from. It wasn't like I had no platform anymore. Like, I actually had this like YouTube channel that I could move over from. Now that I had this platform, I just had to create enough content to be able to monetize my videos again. There are a couple guidelines I had to reach, like 4,000 hours of watch time, and you also need 1,000 subscribers. I was able to reach that because I had about 5,000 subscribers by the time that channel was removed. But before I get into that, I was frantically creating a lot more new content to have a body of work on YouTube, to have something people can watch, to have something that can allow me to have more watch time while also allowing people to see my work and want to subscribe to me if they like my content. I was actually proud of my content now. I was proud of the content I was putting out. I was excited to be creating videos. I was happy to have people watch my old content. And then I got to the point where I could monetize. I checked like the application status, and then YouTube tells me that I'm blacklisted from ever monetizing on YouTube ever again under my name, and that my channel is liable to be removed. And that's when I took my second giant blow. But because I had already gone through all of that, it wasn't as bad the second time. I just said, hey, I'm gonna download all these videos, I'm gonna re-upload them to my new channel, I'm gonna just like create a new channel under someone else's name, like a relative's name. This channel is allowed to be monetized. Like, my name is nowhere on this channel, like in the legal stuff. So we're completely fine on this channel to just continue to grow. I've actually hit the requirements to be able to monetize. I'm just waiting for everything to finish. And the only reason I keep bringing that up is because as soon as I'm able to monetize this channel, I'll just be able to keep creating worry-free. Just like before, I'm gonna be able to just continue and really branch out with my content and never stop. I'll always be able to get this bread, because that's what we gotta do. Let's get this bread. But anyways, that's my whole arc. Started off 2016 wanting to create content for my dad to just show him what I was up to. Then as I tried to grow my channel, I wasn't really that focused on everything. I was featured, kind of blew me up. I was really focused on everything. I lost my channel, lost a lot of friends, made a second channel, had that deleted after getting 5,000 subscribers, and now I'm on this newest channel. So now we're actually looking good to keep going. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me. I just want to say thank you very, very much to everyone on Patreon who like initially supported me when my channel was first deleted. I put that up and a lot of people really helped me out. So thank you guys. Thank you to all the current patrons, to all the past patrons. You guys actually really helped me out. And most importantly, thank you to everyone who's just been viewing, who's been sticking around. I really appreciate that you guys keep watching. I'm creating content for you guys. I'm creating content to entertain, to be able to live off of. So thank you guys so much for just being around and being there. No matter if they hate, I'm gonna continue to create no matter what. Bro carts forever, hoe carts forever, stop cart forever. I'll see you next video.